So I thought I'd talk to you while I'm doing some ironing. The worst bit, but I need to buy a steamer. Does anyone have a steamer? Do they use a steamer? Is it easier? Because I hate ironing. Anyway, I thought I'd talk to you while I'm doing some ironing. This video will probably have cuts in it because I'm taking photos whilst ironing. But if you're starting out reselling, I resell clothes and I've been doing it for 4 years now, but I've taken it seriously. Like, I've always done it to just bring a bit of money in for like food shopping and to pay my bills, and it's always gone really, really well. And I can remember I did it through lockdown, and that was one of my busiest times ever. I mean, like, I was turning over like £4,000-5,000 a month, which is the most amount of money I have ever turned over. And I literally hardly had to do anything. I was like working for a couple of hours, adding stuff on. I only sold on eBay then. Adding stuff on eBay, and I'd do it for a couple of hours on an evening, and then all day. My phone did not stop doing the cha-ching noise, and I was earning £4,000 a month, which was amazing. Obviously, everybody was at home. It was like the best time ever for me. But after lockdown, there's a point to this. After lockdown, it went quiet, obviously, because people were back at work. People could go shopping to shops, and it dropped from like £4,000 a month to £500 a month, which was massive. And I started reselling because I was a single mum and I wanted to just earn some money to put some food on the table and pay the bills and things like that, and just, you know, be able to live. But I didn't have a set goal or set intention, and I started selling. The way I got into second-hand clothes is my friend used to work in a pet shop, and the charity shop across the road said that they had a goal. They had a yearly goal to hit of £100,000 a year. That was their goal for that year. And the lady who was talking to said they'd already smashed that goal, and they were like 5 months into the year. So my brain started ticking, and I was like, okay, there's money in this. There's money in this somewhere. So I started researching wholesalers and things like that, and then just started. But it was just to pay my bills and put food on the table and things like that. And I never really had a huge goal as such. So in lockdown, obviously when I was earning £4,000 a month, amazing. Bought myself a flashy Mercedes. Basically spent it all. Got some horses, you know, living the life. And then it dropped to about £500 after lockdown. I'm going to pause it there because I need to take a photo of this t-shirt. I'll be back. I'm back. I'm ironing a shirt now. I hate ironing shirts. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so in lockdown, loads of money, loving life, and then after lockdown it quieted down and I was earning like £500 a month. Absolutely gutted. But because I never really had a goal as such of where I wanted to be or what I was doing this for, it was just basically to put food on the table. When it went quiet, I thought this is crap, this isn't working, this is pointless, and I gave it up. I just gave all my stock away. I know, crazy. Gave all my stock away, couldn't be bothered with it anymore, found it boring, wanted to do something else that brought in that £4,000 a month, blah, 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 blah. Did I find anything that bought £4,000 in a month? No, I didn't. And so this last 2 years, I've restarted doing it because I was like, right, that was my bread and butter. What are you doing, you idiot? Start again. But the difference is that last year, I had 3 ponies, 3 beautiful, beautiful ponies. I had mum, dad, well, I had a mare, a gelding, a boy and girl, and they had a baby. So I had mum, dad and baby. and they were my absolute life. The baby, I said to my daughters, I said, don't get attached. We're not keeping him because he won't plant. Well, I fell in love with him. Absolutely fell in love with him. He was like my little best friend, followed me everywhere. And last year, I used to rent a field. And last year, the guy got planning permission on the field, and he got it passed, and he sold the land. And I couldn't afford, because I'd blown all the money and I was starting again. I couldn't afford to buy the land, and I had to let all three of my babies go, which was absolutely heartbreaking. And they're all in a rescue centre because I thought if I can get them back, I know where they are. I thought I'm not selling them because then I've absolutely no chance. So they've gone to a rescue centre. The point of this video is, if you're going to start a business, you need to have some kind of goal in mind of where you want to be next year and the year after that, because that's going to stop you giving up when shit gets hard, because shit always gets hard when you work for yourself. There's always quiet times. There's always really busy times where you're making loads of money, but then there's always quiet times when your sales drop. Now, I can have a really, really busy day where I sell like 15, 20 items in a day, but then the next day I may only sell 3 or 4. But the thing is, I have a goal now, and my goal is to get them ponies back, to buy my own land, and to get my babies back. And I do believe that things happen for a reason, and it's all happened to make me realise that I need to have a goal. But if I can stop somebody else making the same mistakes that I did from this video, then that'll just be amazing. Because if I had a goal originally, when I was earning that £5,000 every month during lockdown, if I'd have known, right, I want to buy my own land and I want to keep these ponies, but I was just excited with the thing of this amount of money coming in, because I've never earned that amount of money in a month, ever, continuously. And I certainly wouldn't have blown it all. You know, just going out for tea, going for days out. Yeah, we had fun, but now I've got no ponies. I'm still renting, and I'm starting again, you know. And I think everything's a lesson in life, but if you start a business, you have to know why you're starting it. It can't just be to buy this and buy that, because it's going to fade. When you have the hard days, you're going to be more likely to give up. Whereas if you've got a goal in mind, you can think, no, keep pushing. What's my goal? I'm going to move closer to it. I'm going to keep pushing myself. I'm going to get up in the morning. I'm going to do so many hours of this. I'm going to list so many of these. And if you have a goal, there's a mentor that I watched. I can't remember his name. And well, there's quite a few mentors that say it online, actually, on YouTube. And they always say you have to know your why. Why are you doing it? And the reason you have to stick at it, and another reason why I wanted to do this video about why you have to have a goal so you can stick at it, is because on Instagram this week alone, 4 people have announced that they're closing their second-hand clothes business, pre-loved clothes business. Because last year Vinted boomed. There were so many people making money on Vinted, but there's also so many people that will get bored of it. They'll get bored of ironing, they'll get bored of listing, they'll get bored of only selling maybe one thing and then selling 4 things. But if you can stick at it, if you have a goal and you can stick at it and you know where you want to go, then you're more likely, because all these other people are going to fall away and you're still going to be standing. You're still going to be there. So I hope that my story of failure will stop somebody else doing it. Just have a goal in mind and just kind of know where you want to be next year and the year after that, and that will keep your mind focused. That will keep you focused on what it is you want to achieve, so you're less likely to give up. Love you.